Hello everyone, this is Al Red Sox fan coming to you from Al Red Sox fan YouTube station with bout number 1 of our heavyweight tournament. And it's going to be Mike Tyson versus Jess Willard. Mike Tyson, who emulated Jack Dempsey, will face the man Jack Dempsey beat for the heavyweight title, Jess Willard. This should be a very interesting matchup here. Mike Tyson became the youngest heavyweight champion back in November 22nd of 1986 when he TKO'd Trevor Berbick in 2 rounds. Jess Willard won the heavyweight title when he defeated Jack Johnson, knocking him out in round 26, scheduled for 45 rounds, back in April 5th, 1915 in Havana, Cuba. So now they will meet in this first bout of our heavyweight tournament. The tournament is simulated by Title Bout Championship Boxing. I will be doing my radio call. I will have no effect on the fighters' strategies. I have Tyson a big favorite in this fight. Willard a big man, somewhat awkward, a good jab, strong. Tyson will have to watch out for his uppercut when he comes in on the inside. If Tyson lets his hands go, he can emulate one of his idols, Jack Dempsey, and stop Jess Willard. But Jess Willard did not come to the Houston Astrodome to lay down. So this bout is scheduled for 15 rounds, Houston Astrodome. First bout of this heavyweight tournament. I just want to say a quick hello to Nick's in the chat. Hope all is well. Thank you for joining us. And also Tribes fan. And we're going to move on to the bout. So, Mike Tyson had a record when he ended his career: 50 wins, 6 losses, 44 knockouts. Both fighters will be coming in top condition in their primes. All fighters in this tournament will be in top condition in their primes. Mike Tyson's trainer, Kevin Rooney, cutman Joe D'Souza. For Jess Willard, his record was 22 wins, 5 losses, 1 draw, with 20 knockouts. A very large man. I assigned trainer and a cutman to him because I do not have his trainer or cutman set up in Title Bout Boxing. So I assigned him Tommy Gallagher as a trainer and Chuck Bodak as his cutman. Mike Tyson, 5'10", 71-inch reach, weighed in at 215 pounds this morning. Jess Willard, 6'6", 83-inch reach, weighed in at a very fit 240 pounds. Tyson will have to get inside and let his hands go, as Jack Dempsey did. Willard will have to try to keep him on the outside with that jab and try to catch him coming in with the uppercut. The fight will be taking place at the Houston Astrodome. The referee is Rudy Battle. It's 15 rounds, 3 knockdown rule in effect, 10-point scoring system. The referee or doctor can stop the fight. The judges are from South Africa, Stanley Christodoulou, from Korea, Dong-Ang Park, and from the United States of America, Harold Lederman. Tyson, a slugger, has a control factor of a 10 versus a boxer and a control factor of a 13 versus a slugger. Jess Willard is a slugger. The best you can do is 15, so Tyson will have a lot to say how the fight goes. Willard, a slugger, has a control factor of a 12 versus a boxer and a control factor of a 9 versus a slugger. Both men are sluggers. Advantage Mike Tyson. Mike Tyson has the advantage in power. As you can see, 92% to 61%. Tyson in the green. Endurance does go to Jess Willard. Not shocking. The man used to, they used to fight scheduled 45-round fights, 30-round fights, 25-round fights. He's a tough man, a big man. He absorbs a lot of punishment. Defense goes to Mike Tyson. Pretty much whatever you threw at Willard, you're going to hit him with. And hand speed goes in Tyson's favor, but Willard has a quick jab. His hand speed's not awful. He can be awkwardly. His clumsiness can work to his awkward and clumsiness can work to his advantage. Willard a very strong man on the inside, and that's going to be a key. Can he tie up Tyson when he gets in on the inside and try to hit him with that uppercut? Tactical skills just means how much they follow their fighter's corner. The corner advice from their trainers. Tyson at 71%, Willard at 64%. Not much of a difference there. Let's move on to the fight. 15 rounds Astrodome, heavyweights. Let's go with the corner view. A big crowd here in the Astrodome. They're very anxious to see this first bout of this heavyweight tournament. The fighters were drawn randomly using a number randomizer. And that video is on my channel. We did have an issue with the last fight drawn. I missed a fighter by accident. And the last bout drawn was Ronaldo Snipe versus Hasim Rotman. Alright, so Mike Tyson lost the coin toss. He will enter the ring first. Wearing no robe, black trunks, Tyson enters the ring. Here comes Jess Willard. The large man, 6'6", climbs over the top of the rope. He's in the ring, and let's get this bout started. Here's round one. Tyson comes out of his corner quickly. And Willard grabs onto him, pushes him away. Willard not wanting Tyson to be in on the inside. Again, Tyson trying to get inside. Misses with a left hook. Willard moves away a little bit, trying to keep his distance. And again, Willard clinches. He does not want Tyson to fight on the inside, trying to rough him up a bit. Tyson trying to get loose, trying to let his hands go. No significant punches. Under 2 minutes to go here in round one. And there, Tyson lands a tremendous combination, followed with a left hook. Willard is dazed momentarily, trying to regain his faculties. Tyson, 2 quick jabs, misses with the overhand right, though. Willard, again, trying to gain distance, pawing with his jab, misses with the straight right hand. Tyson ducked underneath and rips 2 shots to the body. Willard backs up. He felt those body blows. Under a minute to go here in round one. Again, Willard ties up, trying to rough him up in the clinch. Tyson again presses forward. Willard flicking the jab, hasn't landed at anything in this round. Again, Tyson tries to press forward. Misses with an overhand right. And Willard lands a countering shot there, and that stunned Tyson. 14 seconds to go, Willard plods forward. Can he land any follow-up punches? No, he does not. So Willard landed 1 significant blow. It was a countering right hand after the Tyson miss, but it was a Mike Tyson round there. Let's go to the unofficial scorecard from Title Bout Boxing. Mark A. Jones, scoring it unofficially for Title Bout, gave it to Mike Tyson 10-9. I agree. Tyson controlled the round. It was a slower-paced round. Willard did not want to fight on the inside, tied up Tyson as much as possible. He did hit him with a counter right hand when Tyson missed that left hook. But that was it for Jess Willard. Willard's going to try to take him in the later rounds. That would be his strategy. Let's go to the Mike Tyson corner with Kevin Rooney and Joe Sousa. No abrasions or cuts or anything of note in Tyson's corner. Rooney giving him those number combinations. Let's move to the Jess Willard corner. Nothing of note in the Jess Willard corner either. Tommy Gallagher tells him to tie up Tyson on the inside and try to use that uppercut. Hold him and hit him. Hold him and hit him, Tommy's saying. Hold him and hit him. Remember, Jess Willard, 6'6", 240 pounds, a very strong man. All right, let's move on to round 2. Here's the bell for round number 2. Both fighters off their stool. Center of the ring. Again, Willard. And Tyson leaps in with 2 quick punches to the head and body. Willard felt that. Tyson follows up with another combination. Willard's backing up begrudgingly, trying to flick his jab, but he gets nailed with an overhand right. It's all Mike Tyson. Willard is hurt. Tyson looking to pour it on, just like Dempsey did. Willard lands 2 quick jabs. Scoring blows didn't hurt Tyson. 2 minutes to go. And again, Tyson with a tremendous overhand right, stopping Willard in his tracks. He is staggering across the ring. Tyson pursuing, looking to end it. Willard lands a wild right hand. Tyson, trying to get low, comes up with 2 shots to the head and body. Willard's absorbed a lot of punishment here. Tyson stalking his prey. Rudy Battle looking on, and Tyson lands another combination to the head and body. Last punch being a big left hook to the head. Willard again trying to hold on, lands a countering right there. Solid countering right by Jess Willard. A little too late though. 35 seconds left to go in this huge Tyson round, and Willard ties up. Tyson pushes him away. Tyson looking to follow up. 15 seconds to go here in round 2. Can he land any more big blows? He lands 2 quick combinations. And there is the bell. Willard missed with a countering shot. A huge round for Mike Tyson. Willard was badly hurt on 2 occasions, but he stayed on his feet. He did land a thudding counter right hand. That's the second time he has caught Tyson with that counter right hand. So let's go to the Mike Tyson corner. Another huge round. Tyson is letting his hands go. That is one of Tyson's faux pas. He can be tied up. Willard just did not do a very good job in that round. In the first round, he was able to tie up and frustrate Mike Tyson. This time, Tyson let his hands go before Willard could grab onto him. Let's go to Kevin Rooney in the Tyson corner. He's very happy with Mike Tyson. He wants him to continue to, when he gets in, let his hands go. Let him go quick and hard. Do not let Willard tie you up. Willard does have difficulty fighting on the inside. His one good punch on the inside, he likes to hold and hit you with that uppercut. And it's a tremendous uppercut. Nothing of note when it comes to swelling or any type of abrasions for Mike Tyson. Joe Sousa rubbing him up with the grease on the face. Let's now move to the Jess Willard corner. Tommy Gallagher is none too happy with this fighter. They're rubbing his arms. Gallagher says, you have to tie him up on the inside. Use your weight. Force him back. Push him back. Smother him on the ropes. They want Jess Willard to use his weight. They want him to lean on him. Wear him down. A la Joey Maxim versus Sugar Ray Robinson. When Robinson challenged Maxim for the light heavyweight championship back in the early 50s. They want Willard to use his 6'6" frame, 240 pounds on him. Let's go to the unofficial scorecard. I gave that round huge. That could have possibly been a 10-8 round for Mike Tyson. Let's see how the title bout referee scored it. He gave it 10-9. I think I'm going to give Tyson a 10-8 round there. Yeah, I think I'm going to give him a 10-8. Because he dominated that round, staggered Willard on 2 occasions. Willard did stand up to it, and did land, again, a countering right shot that stopped Tyson for momentarily. Let's move on to round 3. Here's the bell for round 3. Can Jess Willard change the momentum of this fight? And Tyson rips 2 quick body shots. Willard backs up a bit, trying to reset using that flicking jab. Willard has not been able to land any type of punches in combination. Not a big combination. Oh my lord! A huge combination with a left hook, then a right uppercut. Willard staggers back towards the ropes. Tyson pursuing now, lands an overhand right. Again Tyson pursuing. Willard trying to grab on. Tyson will not allow it. Another thudding shot by Tyson after that combination. Willard is dazed. Rudy Battle looking on. Willard finally ties up. Pushes Tyson head down. Tries to hit him with an uppercut but fails. Under a minute 30 to go here in round 3. Again Willard grabs him behind the head and tries to rough him up. But Tyson rips shots to the head and body. Willard is dazed by those punches. Again trying to... Oh, a tremendous shot to the body. Willard almost doubles over. He staggers backward. Tyson in full pursuit of his prey. Misses with that shot there. Willard parried it away. 38 seconds left in the round. Tyson looking to load up here. He should let his hand go. Oh, a huge right hand. Willard's knees buckle, but he stays on his feet. Under 10 seconds to go. Tyson with 2 more punches. Willard staggers back to the ropes. And that's the bell. Willard landed nothing in that round. He took a tremendous beating. Tyson beat him from pillar to post. A lot of enthusiasm in that Tyson corner. Kevin Rooney sensing an early stoppage. Tyson did not let Willard tie him up as much as Willard wanted to. Willard was able to tie him up a couple of times and try to rough him up on the inside, but to no avail. Tyson is a man possessed tonight. He is not being lazy on the inside. He is letting his hands go, and Kevin Rooney is very happy in his corner. You can see the smiling Joe D'Souza. Again, a little end swell. Nothing there, really. No abrasions whatsoever. Mike Tyson's only been hit with basically 2 big punches. Let's quickly go to the very distraught Jess Willard corner. Tommy Gallagher, a very emotional trainer, admonishing his fighter. Basically screaming at him to wake up, defend yourself. Right now, Jess Willard is a human punching bag. Willard nods his head. They're giving him some water. He is already battered and bruised, but still, for all the punishment he's taken, it's only the normal wear and tear so far, nothing drastic. I give that a 10-8 round, Tyson. So rounds 2 and 3, I've given 10-8 to Mike Tyson. He's looking for that stoppage here in this first bout of this heavyweight tournament. And hopefully Tyson doesn't bite anyone's ear off. Let's go to the unofficial scoring. Mike Abe Jones, scoring the bout for Title Bout Boxing, gives it to Tyson 10-9. I give Tyson all 3 rounds also, 10-9, 10-8, and 10-8 though. Let's check the conditioning of both fighters. Nothing really there. No fighters fatigued yet. Let's check the endurance. This is where Jess Willard had a tremendous advantage. And as you can see, we are in round 3 and his endurance is practically halfway down for the beating he's took. Tyson has landed tremendous thudding punches here. As Nix in the chat says, I want a knockout. Steve R.O. says it might be coming soon. It might be. Mike Tyson trying to emulate one of his idols, Jack Dempsey, and won the heavyweight title from Jess Willard via KO. Hopefully everyone's enjoying this bout coming from the Astrodome, and this is my radio call. Thank you very much for joining us here on Al Red Sox Fan Station. If you like it, please hit the like button. Please share, as we are trying to grow my channel and the community. And thank you very much for everyone who's jumped in the chat. Thank you. Or is watching. Let's move on to round number 4. Here's the bell for round 4. Willard very slow off his stool. Tyson quickly to the center of the ring, and he lands tremendous left hook to the body and head. Willard took that punch pretty well, though. Now Tyson pins Willard in. And again works on the inside. Quick punches to the body, up to the head. Willard backs up, trying to hang on. Tyson pushes him off. Tyson pursues forward. Now Willard grabs on it, tries to put his head right into Tyson's chest and bull him back, but Tyson will have none of it. Tyson continues to press forward, jockeying for position, trying to dip low and come up. Willard, and there it is, the big right hand out of the dip. Willard staggers, now tries to regain his senses. Tyson misses with that jab. Willard's getting distance here. And Willard lands a fronting counter right hand. That's the third time he's landed that counter right hand, stopping Tyson in his tracks. Tyson moves back. Willard misses with those flicking jabs. Willard trying to come forward, and he's caught coming in. Those combinations hurt Willard bad. He struggles to stay upright. Tyson moves forward again. Willard grabs him under the head and tries to rough him up with an uppercut. And Tyson counters him. Tremendous punches to the head and body. Willard is taking a beating here. Battle is looking in closely. Under a minute to go. Willard misses with that counter right hand. Tyson, 2 quick jabs on the inside. Misses with that other punch, though. Willard again looking for that big counter right hand. It's the only thing he's been able to jab, and now Tyson is just battering him once again. Willard tried to duck under, and that's it. That is it. Willard is exhausted, and Rudy Battle jumps in to save Jess Willard from any further beating. As Willard sort of looked to Battle, Tyson was right about to pursue him as Willard was staggering across the ring, and Battle jumped in, waving his arms off, as Tommy Gallagher and Chuck Bodak come to get their beleaguered fighter and bring him back to the corner and to the stool to have the doctor look at him. This fight is over. A total domination by Mike Tyson. Willard's endurance never came into play. Tyson beat him from round 2 on. It was a very slow-paced round 1 that Tyson won. But after that, after being admonished in his corner by Kevin Rooney, he told him, "Let your hands go." Mike Tyson listened, and he let his hands go. So bout 1 of this heavyweight tournament, a victory for Mike Tyson, a TKO 4 of Jess Willard. Willard miraculously stayed on his feet. Let's get the official announcement.
The judges' votes are in, and here, ladies and gentlemen, is your winner.
And here's Michael Buffer with the call. As we already know, Mike Tyson is the winner via TKO. He says, "Ladies and gentlemen, the referee has stopped the bout with 2:41 gone in round 4. Your winner is Mike Tyson." And the crowd here at the Astrodome erupts. They saw a vintage Mike Tyson, an in shape Mike Tyson, a determined Mike Tyson, and most of all, a focused Mike Tyson. Jess Willard goes out of the tournament not unexpectedly with this matchup. It was expected for Mike Tyson to win. That was my opinion when I drew these fighters. Again, this is all random draw. Random draw. Let's move on to some stats here. I'm going to update the records for anyone watching. These are the real records. Once I update them, you're going to, Mike Tyson's going to have 51 wins. That includes the simulated bouts. So, let's go to the punch numbers here. Total domination by Mike Tyson. Total domination. Tyson, not known for landing a very high accuracy of punches later in his career, landed almost 60% of his punches. Willard, under 17%. He did land. His best punch was the right cross, those countering crosses, which 4 times stopped Tyson. Tyson felt those blows, but Willard, not a combination puncher, never was able to follow up, never was able to use his height, reach, and Willard is a strong man. He was never able to push Tyson back and wear him down with just trying to body him on the ropes. Tyson would not allow it, and that's a good thing for Mike Tyson. Tyson landed more jabs, more hooks, more of everything. Again, Willard's best punch, the countering right cross, which he landed 10 times, 4 of them very well. Very few combinations, as you can see. Jess Willard only 3 times landed combinations. That means 2 or more punches. Tyson 31 times landed combinations as he just battered Willard from one end of the ring to the other. Punches landed in under 4 rounds. Mike Tyson battered Jess Willard with 144 punches. Jess Willard was only able to land 26 punches on Mike Tyson. Willard missed 134. Tyson missed 97. So a total annihilation of Jess Willard. Mike Tyson will move on to round 2. We do not know yet who he will fight. Every round will be a random draw. We will redraw. We have 80 fighters. When it's down to 40, we're going to redraw again. Each round we will redraw, and as we get close to the end, a fighter will get a bye. And that's going to be a big advantage to whoever gets that bye. He will fight one less fight. So again, a tremendous matchup here. Hope everyone enjoy it. Let's go back to the fighters here. And let's bring up the scorecards. My God, Stanley Christodoulou from South Africa gave Jess Willard the first round 10-9. I mean, it was a slow round, and Willard was able to tie him up and land a few punches, but then he gave Tyson 10-9, 10-8. Dong Ung Park of South Korea, 10-9, 10-9, 10-8 for all Tyson. Harold Lederman of the United States, Mike Tyson, 10-9, 10-9, 10-9. Tight about boxing, the points on points landed, punches, the points you get for punches, 29-28, 30-27, 30-25. I would have thought there was a bigger discrepancy there myself, but I guess they're looking at the 4 big right hands that Jess Willard landed, but it's all academic. TKO 4, the winner, Mike Tyson. Let's go back to the fighters, and we're going to update their records. Again, this will include the simulated bout. These are their real records. 50 wins, 6 losses, 44 knockouts for Mike Tyson. Jess Willard, 22-5-1 and 20 knockouts. Update records. So now Mike Tyson in the simulation world moves to 51 wins, 6 losses, 45 knockouts or stoppages. Jess Willard out of the tournament falls to 22-6-1 with 20 stoppages. Let me quickly go to the chat and read some things before we call it a stream. And we had Nix PK, and we had Steve RO, and Tribes Fan was here earlier. I believe I saw him. Yes, he was. Hopefully everyone enjoyed the fight. What were your thoughts on it? If I could get a little feedback before I go. And thank you very much for joining me. Nix PK says, great job, Al. Enjoyed it. He did come out strong, but he didn't last. No, Willard, I thought it might... when this bout got drawn, I really thought that this was going to end up like Dempsey Willard, and it did, pretty much. The Cubs, the Bears jumps in the chat. How are you, my friend? You were able to catch the call. I'm happy about that. The Cubs, the Bears says, good call, as always, Al. Was waiting for down with Willard, but it didn't happen. Nope, Willard stood up, and that was, again, it's a simulation. I thought he would go down, but then looking at his simulation numbers, they actually have fighter cards. I just don't show them. He can take a lot of punishment. Tyson almost had him down a couple of times. It did go the way I thought. I was thinking within 6 rounds, within 5 rounds. Steve Aros is very enjoyable. Nix PK, Al, you're really good at this. You're very exciting. Thank you very much. I don't know what the next fight will be. If you want to take a look, I've listed them all. the matchups if you go to the page. And any idea if you take a quick look what you want next? Again, I don't know if I'll go with that. I'm just curious. Right now, I'm leaning to Rocky Marciano and David Tua. And I think that's actually going to be a tough fight for Rocky Marciano. David Tua, a big puncher. Marciano, a tremendous puncher too, but he's going to be giving away a lot in weight. The thing with Tua is he's not a boxer. He's going to stand there. Marciano will be able to get on the inside, I believe. So, but or I might go with a Gerry Corey fight. I think I have to look. There were some really interesting fights to me. Let me just take a quick look here. And what we have is we have David Tua versus Rocky Marciano, Ezzard Charles versus John Tate. I might not stream that one. I might just go with the result or stream it offline, and if it's a good fight, put it on. James Jeffrey. Oh, I might do this one. James Jeffrey, Primo Carnera. I like Primo Carnera. I don't think Carnera will win that fight. I think Charles will stop Tate. I think Marciano will beat David Tua, but it's going to be a bloody fight. Joey Maxim versus Harry Coetzee. I kind of like that one too. Pinklon Thomas, Jerry Cooney. I like Pinklon Thomas in that fight. Ernie Terrell, Archie Moore. I like Archie Moore in that one. Vitali Klitschko versus Nikolay Valuev. I'll take Klitschko. Then we have Wladimir Klitschko, Jack Johnson. I like that fight a lot. I'm going to go with Jack Johnson in that one. Johnson, tremendous defensive fighter. Oh, Nick says Ali and Bone Crusher Smith. Okay, we'll keep that in mind. I think Ali should win that fight. But yeah, that could be exciting to see. Ali should rat-a-tat Bone Crusher Smith. Though Bone Crusher Smith has decent punching power, nothing fabulous. Steve R.O. says Jeffies fight sounds a good one. I've always liked Primo Carnera. I think he gets a bad rap. I mean, were some of his fights fixed unbeknownst to him early in his career? Yeah. But, I mean, he won a lot of fights on his own, too. I mean, people don't like to bring that up. Look it up, my friends. Tommy Burns, Ray Mercer, Joe Frazier, Joe Walcott, Ron Lyle, Floyd Patterson. I like Tommy Burns against Ray Mercer in a close decision. Mercer had a habit of not throwing a lot of punches at times if he's not pressed. Joe Frazier, Joe Walcott. I like Frazier via a Rocky Marciano type knockout of Walcott. Ron Lyle. Here's a good one. Ron Lyle, Floyd Patterson. That's a very interesting fight if Lyle can catch Patterson. We just saw Mike Tyson TKO Jess Willard. Sonny Liston, Carl Mildenberger. Could be a little interesting. Ken Norton, George Chuvalo. That's a nice one. Shannon Briggs, Gerry Corey. I like Gerry Corey in that fight. Very winnable fight for Gerry Corey. Andrew Galata, Larry Holmes. Michael Dokes, Chuck Wepner. I like Dokes there. Foreman, Tex Cobb. I like Foreman, obviously. It'd be interesting to see if Cobb can go the distance. Roland Lastarza, Oliver McCall. I'll take Lastarza, who lost twice to Rocky Marciano. Bob Fitzsimmons, Buster Douglas. I like Buster Douglas in an upset there. Francesco Damiani versus Lennox Lewis. Lewis, most likely, will win that one. John Ruiz, Jack Dempsey. Enough said. Jack Dempsey to knock out John Ruiz. Joe Louis versus Joe Bugner. Bugner might give him some trouble early, but I think Louis will eventually wear him down and KO him. As the great Joe Louis said, you can run, but you can't hide. I love Joe Louis. Two of my favorite fighters, Joe Louis, Rocky Marciano. Archie Moore is another one of my favorites. Jimmy Ellis, Cleveland Williams. That could be an interesting fight. Jack Sharkey, Henry Cooper. Jack Sharkey from Boston, the Boston Gob. My father cuts his great-grandson's hair. I asked him a ton of questions when he would get his hair cut. That's who Primo Carnera beat for the heavyweight title, was Jack Sharkey. Michael Moore, Louis Firpo could be a wild brawl. Firpo knocked Jack Dempsey out of the ring before losing his heavyweight title bid. Max Schmeling, Billy Conn could be interesting. A lot of interesting Michael Spinks, Riddick Bowe. I like Riddick Bowe for a knockout there. Max Baer, Oscar Bonavena, another good fight. Frank Bruno, Roy Jones Jr. interests me a lot. Gene Tunney. The random draw did pretty. I mean, they're all pretty good fighters, so I did throw in some other fighters that were interesting to me. If you see anyone in red, that means they were a contender. They never won the title. Let me quickly go to the chat as I babble on. Nick's PK says, I met Larry Holmes and family. His brother Jake's duplex was attached to my aunt's house in PA. Yeah, Larry Holmes has he's a very good businessman. The Easton Assassin. Very good businessman. Steve R.O. Love Jersey Joe, but you're right about that one. I think Joe Frazier's it's gonna be a la Rocky Marciano, I think. And it's a simulation, you never know. I mean, like I said, David Tua could knock Rocky Marciano in one round. I don't think so, but it's never. Nick's PK, he does a lot for Easton. Yeah, that's his hometown, Larry Holmes. So let me go back through and then we'll call the stream. Gene Tunney, John L. Sullivan's a nice one. The Cubs, the Bears, very interested in that one. Inga Mario Hansen, this was one of my favorite fighters as a kid. Jimmy Young, very defensive fighter. I normally don't like a very defensive fighter. I respect them, they're very good. But I always liked Jimmy Young. I thought he actually beat Muhammad Ali. Again, Ali was well past his prime. I think Young got hosed out of that decision. Trevor Berbick, Tommy Morrison. Who knows with Tommy Morrison? If he hits Berbick, he can knock him out. If Berbick hits him, he can knock Morrison out. That should be a fun fight. Carl the Truth Williams, James J. Corbett. Williams will have the athleticism and the size, but Corbett, tremendous fighter for his size, and he fought big men in his day. Corbett really weighed in about 170 pounds as a heavyweight. I like Corbett in a split decision in that one. James Braddock, Tony Tucker, very winnable fight for both of these guys. Leon Spix, Evander Holyfield. I'll take Holyfield via TKO. Donovan Razor Ruddock, Marvin Hart. Marvin Hart was a heavyweight champion after James J. Jeffies retired, and he won the vacant title. Marvin Hart did. And then the fighter I messed up because when I got to the end on the video of naming all the fights on the random draw, I had Ronaldo Snipes left and nobody. And what happened was I had initially picked Hasim Ratman to fight Vitali Klitschko, but they actually fought. So I went back and I redid it, but I had colored in Hasim Ratman, and I went back and I watched and I said, oh, it's Ratman. So this is a very winnable fight, actually, for both fighters. I do favor Rotman in that one. But Snipes had a big overhand right. Ask Larry Holmes. Snipes dropped Holmes, or hurt him badly. I can't remember if he dropped. I think he dropped it. He hit him. He nailed him with an overhand right. And let's go to the chat one last time. Steve R.O. says, Jimmy Young, great one, very underrated. Yeah, because if you look at Jimmy Young's record at the end of his career, you're going to see a lot of losses. But he fought well past his prime. Jimmy Young was very slick, and not a lot of people wanted to fight him. Okay? I like Gerry Cooney, don't get me wrong, and Gerry Cooney beat him. He cut him up, he beat him, but that's not Jimmy Young. You know? Gerry Cooney did what he was supposed to do. Stop him. I've always wanted to do a Jimmy Young Joe Frazier fight just because the styles, you know. Jimmy Young's greatest win was against George Foreman in Puerto Rico, and that's the fight where George Foreman saw God and he retired. And Jimmy Young, not a big puncher, dropped Foreman, I think, twice now. That was a really hot day. And that fight was live on I think it was ABC Sports. And if you want to see a really, really good slobber knocker of a fight, George Foreman versus Ron Lyle. Just type it in YouTube and enjoy. 5 rounds of pure war. Boxing-wise, obviously. So, all right. I'm going to say my final thank yous. And greatly appreciate everyone. I want to thank Steve R.O. The Cubs, the Bears. As the Cubs, the Bears says, Al, you are to boxing lore what Peter Gammons is to baseball. Well, thank you very much. Nope. Thanks to you, Nix. Thanks to the Cubs, the Bears, and Steve R.O. and Tribes fan. Again, if you know anyone who likes boxing and they don't normally watch YouTube, I think they'll enjoy this series. Share with them. Always love to get more feedback. If you want, I've listed the fights coming up. Just put what you think's going to happen. Again, that's if you want. It's fun to do. All right, so once again, thank you, Nick's PK, the Cubs, the Bears, Steve R.O., Tribes fan. Thank you very much, gentlemen. And anyone who watched and did not jump in the chat, next time feel free to jump in the chat. And anyone who watches later, this is Al, Red Sox fan, saying thank you. If you like, please hit that like button. It's very important because this is going to take a lot of time and effort for me. I'm going to do it anyway because I enjoy it, but I'd like to know that other people do. Share. If you're not a subscriber, subscribe. Thank you very much. Health, happiness. Till next time. Bye-bye. God bless, and peace.